So honestly, growing up, I had an amazing family. But at a young age, my father got diagnosed with a terminal illness, and it really rocked our entire family and went from everybody really living this amazing life to my dad then being in the hospital, my mom going from being a stay-at-home mom to trying to put food on the table and provide for me and my three siblings. And that's probably where my battle with anxiety and depression began. And over the next few years, just continued to get worse and worse, and I didn't know what it was at the time. And then me and my brother were blessed with an amazing opportunity to go to a big prep school that was known for sports and academics, and my big brother was really somebody that I looked up to for so long, and he was an amazing athlete. And my freshman year of high school and his junior year, we were involved in a car accident that he suffered a traumatic brain injury. And really for the second time in my life, I saw really the male figure in my life really in a position that they weren't able to do anything anymore. So at the time, my dad's battling this terminal illness, in and out of the hospital a lot. My brother suffers a traumatic brain injury, not able to go to school or play sports anymore. I got to this point where I was struggling so much with anxiety and depression and really a broken family and just broken situation at home. But on the outside, everything looked good. I was an amazing student. I was an amazing athlete. I was the class clown. But when I got home, life was just crumbling and got to this place of hopelessness. It's where I didn't want to live anymore, and made the decision that I was going to try to take my own life. And that's really where I realized that this brokenness and this anxiety and depression and the thoughts of suicide that I was wrestling through really got a hold of me. And it was for a family that came in to my life that really introduced me to hope, and realized that there was hope for my life. Got plugged in with an amazing church, had people take me under their wing. For the first time in a long time, I saw that there was hope on the other side of the despair that I was experiencing in life. And then I went off to play college football, and at the end of my freshman year, I suffered a knee injury. A knee injury that really, again in my life, flipped my whole world upside down. And I remember sitting there and the doctors telling me that they weren't sure if I was ever going to be able to walk on my own again. My whole identity was placed in who I was as an athlete. And when I went to have surgery done on that, they found a major blood clot in one of my arteries. And so I had to have heart surgery, and then I had the knee surgery, and then everything went wrong. In the midst of this, a doctor came in, and I remember I was sitting there, and the doctor said, "We need to go into surgery right now to see if we can save the leg." Being rolled off, not knowing if I was going to wake up having an amputated leg or what was going to happen. Woke up out of surgery. I looked down, my leg, they had cut the entire thing open. The doctor was able to save my leg, but I ended up being paralyzed from the right knee down for right around 2.5 years. And during this journey, for the second time in my life, I felt hopeless. And at the time, I thought that this healing process was just going to be physical, but quickly realized that my mental health was declining, my social health and my relationships with my brothers that I was going to war with on the football field was gone. My spiritual health and my faith, I began to wrestle with, what do I believe? What's my purpose and my meaning of life? And I realized that this trauma that occurred physically impacted everything, and healing was going to have to take place in all of the areas, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, socially, and spiritually. I wish I could say that this healing journey was quick, but it took me years and years, and really the only way that I was able to get through it all is because people came around me, people supported me, People loved me and helped me along the way, realizing that my purpose and meaning of life was bigger than sports. It was bigger than anything that I had done before. I'm really placing my faith in Jesus and having a mindset that he had a plan for my life, even when I couldn't see it. And that's when I realized that the calling and the purpose for my life, it was helping people that were struggling the same way that I was struggling walk through life. And I quickly started having conversations with people and realized that everybody was fighting a battle in one way or another. And what I realized is that no matter what their battle was, they all had to find healing in every aspect. And honestly, all of that is what gave me the heart and the purpose to build Care. For the last 10 years, I've been dedicating myself and really entered into this space of caring for individuals in so many different areas. I saw so much brokenness, so much fragmentation, and I realized that the system was broken. And not only do we need better systems, but we need more help. And it led me to realize that we need something that brings all areas of health together. The reason I built Care is for the struggling student that found themselves in a position like I was in, hopeless and broken, really desperate, searching for purpose and meaning. The individual that's striving and doesn't know why they feel so disconnected and not fulfilled. For the person walking through mental health struggles that doesn't know where to go next, where to find healing. The person that's recovering from a traumatic injury or a traumatic upbringing or something that has caused them to feel deeply broken. And if you have deep brokenness, you need deep healing. And that's the why behind building Care. And I'm confident and so excited that Care is going to bring healing to so many people, to bring wholeness to so many people, happiness, joy, and really bring a resource that will revolutionize that we care for the total human experience, that people would be cared for, that they'd be seen, that they would know that they're loved, and they would be able to live a flourishing life. And I'm so excited and hopeful for this journey that we're going on.